Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a video on idioms. Now English is an idiomatic language, and idioms, the use of idioms in speech adds a lot of beauty to it. Rich vocabulary adds beauty as well, but how do we pick up these idioms and the language? So a lot of it comes from reading, a lot of it comes from listening, and that is why we must encourage our children to read a lot and to hear a lot of good English. English, Hindi, any language, process is the same. In today's video, I am going to do idioms on body parts. For little children, they can really be interesting. So today's video will be on eyes, the body part, eye. So here goes, let's begin. The first idiom that I'm going to speak about and tell you about is caught my eye. Now, caught my eye means something catches your attention. For instance, I was walking down the art gallery when a particular painting caught my eye. I was out shopping for a unique lampshade, something new, and suddenly a hat-shaped lampshade caught my eye. Then we have another phrase with eye, which is keep an eye on. Keep an eye on means to watch over something. When my mother was away, she asked me to keep an eye on the baby who was sleeping in the crib. I was also asked to keep an eye on the milk pan, which was on the fire, so that it wouldn't spill over. Then we have another phrase, a sight for sore eyes. Now, a sight for sore eyes means something or someone which is very pleasing to the eye. For instance, the moment I landed in the Munnar Hills, the greenery all around was a sight for sore eyes after the concrete jungle I had come from. Another example would be the view from my hotel room facing the ocean was a sight for sore eyes. Now another one, eyesore, which would be just the opposite. So the teenager's room was an eyesore. It was so messy. Something which is really ugly or unpleasant to look at is an eyesore. And the slums of Mumbai or any other city are an eyesore. Then we have cry one's eyes out. What do you mean by crying one's eyes out? Is when you cry uncontrollably, you shed a lot of tears, that is crying one's eyes out. So watching a very sad movie can make you cry your eyes out. A little child, I'm sure parents can relate to this, when you leave your children in school for the first time, they cry their eyes out. Then you have a bird's eye view. Now the bird's eye view, I think you can literally see the example, the view that maybe the bird gets from above is a similar view that you might get from a 50th story building. If you're on the 50th floor, how would the city look like? Now, all eyes and ears. This idiom means that you're extremely attentive, you're completely enraptured or engaged with what is happening or who's talking. So the children were all eyes and ears when the teacher was telling them a magical story. Or the audience was completely all eyes and ears in the workshop that they were attending. And then you have eagle-eyed. Now, we know that an eagle has very sharp eyes. So someone who is eagle-eyed is a person who notices even the minutest of details. So a coach in a match, for instance, has to be eagle-eyed to ensure that no foul play or unfair play is there. So this was my list of idioms with eyes today. There are many more, but just to give you a sense of how, if children start using these in their spoken language, it's going to become more beautiful, more impactful, and more attractive. And obviously their command over the language is going to become so much better. So that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next video.